Ooh, I almost hit end broadcast. That would have been terrible.
Remember the one time you did that?
Yeah, I felt so bad. I wanted to leave the studio, and I just ended it. What the hell was I leaving early for? What was I doing?
I don't know. I think you were going to the game, or you were going to a friend's house.
Maybe we were going to somebody's house. I think that's what it was. Yeah, I was going to somebody's house. What a bum I was not bringing all my stuff. I don't like moving my stuff, man. I like my setup. I'm very hesitant to do that.
You got to get a desktop. And you bring your laptop everywhere.
Yeah, but like I still have to bring all my shit. Like I still have to grab my camera and my mic.
True.
Especially with this mic, you move it around. It's like, not going to work anymore.
Yeah, that's tough. Excuse me.
Welcome in. Jimmy J says they need 2 wins. Landon is here for us. Well, thank you.
I appreciate it.
We all need it. We need it. It's a very somber time. If you saw the short, the bag was over my head. It's off.
Yes.
Because I was told it was lame.
Who said it was lame?
I didn't.
Important people. It ruled. It was good. I was told it went on too long.
Was there a strong commitment to the bit?
Yes, I'm in.
Well, he wore it for the whole podcast.
No, that'll do it.
It was
That's
hot.
Probably
I couldn't drink.
Did you wear it after that? Like, did you wear it somewhere?
No, I didn't wear it somewhere.
Okay. Well, you said
I
someone
went to Stop and Shop with a bag over my head, and everybody was like, "This is okay."
I'm pretty sure they would have called the cops.
Probably. You said someone said to take it off, but I didn't. So.
Yeah. Who's someone? Give us a name.
No, I can't hear it.
Okay.
Hear what?
Sam was asking if we could hear background. No.
The best time. Let's see. Jimmy J says, here's how it's going to go. One game, Celtics shoot the lights out. The other game, Tatum takeover. Well, by Tatum takeover, you mean Tatum shoot 1,000,000 threes, maybe. Do something for us, Tatum. My God. We're all just sitting here. Yeah, he had a lot of points last game, but he's still inefficient.
At least Joe did something. Joe made, I guess, a change.
What do you think?
What do you think of this? I don't know.
We've talked about this, Jack.
I don't love it, but maybe it'll work. Maybe
this is really just not a Rob series.
I don't think so. But
Bag's right there.
I will say it'll be a Rob series if they change the way they're defending. If they come off of Tucker or somebody in the corner more and they allow Rob to help instead of sticking there and then playing straight up in the pick and roll, maybe. But I think they should have started Derek or Grant Williams. Maybe that's what I was going to say. Just so you have 2 people who can guard. Who can guard Embiid. I'm even more comfortable having Grant guard Harden than I'm comfortable having Rob guard Harden, because as much as Grant was bad in Game 5, he's been pretty good for the most of the series. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm hoping they come out and the defense works. But I also don't love how it takes away from the offense, unless they're throwing lobs at him, which would be nice. But I don't know.
Grant's Game 5 was fantastic. He just came out there in the middle of a run and said, "Not so fast. I'm going to foul Embiid twice." And they were clear fouls. It wasn't the nonsense.
It was bad.
As far as this goes, we'll see. I have no feel on this team. There's no way of knowing what you're going to get. It's the Forrest Gump box of chocolates. That's what the Celtics are. Because you truly have no idea. You would have thought they would try last game. They didn't. Then they all came out after and they were like, yeah, we didn't have it. How do you not have it? Seriously. Swinging back to Rob, though. I heard a take on the radio from very ancient friend of the show, Joe Murray, who said the Rob adjustment is more of a good defensive thing to start the game, to start off right and set the tone.
Yep.
Because he really hasn't helped their offense. And if your concern is Embiid hanging at the rim, which it clearly is, these guys are petrified to go inside, then having at least some kind of identity on the defensive end is going to be important for you. Especially if you're trying to keep Philly's crowd from getting into it and you want to come out and set the tone early on defense. I agree. I think it was a good take. I think that's a very fair assessment.
I agree with that. I think defensively, that's really what's been costing them these games. I mean, obviously, a game where you don't hit any of your shots is going to burn you, but they let the 76ers shoot 16 wide open 3-point shots, and the 76ers hit 7 of them. So, and a lot of that comes from the pick and roll, right? Like they've had a couple pick and rolls where all of a sudden they'll swing the ball out and there's a wide open 3-point shooter. Tobias Harris got a couple of those as well. You can't be letting that happen. So I think setting the defensive tone early on would be good. I think also having Rob out there gives you a safety valve. I do agree though, Jack. Like I think it does take away from the mobility, takes away from the offense in terms of shooting. I do hope that Grant gets some run. I also understand why they would be hesitant to do that. I think that they did have to make some kind of change. You lost 2 straight games. Your defense wasn't right. I mean, you got to do something to change, and I get why that they turned to Rob. And I also think I think it was Bobby Manning who might have made this point. Someone made this point. I think it might have been Bobby though. But it's the best way to get the most out of them. Like might have been in one of the other chats or something like that. But the way to get the most out of Rob is to put him with the Jays. Jeez, wow.
I love you, Jared.
Jared is one of he always brings the heat in the comments.
Don't worry, Jared. You won't have to. The Celtics will do it for you. They will personally come to your door.
I star that. That's amazing.
Can we get an the opposite of a ban?
I was gonna make him a moderator, but I can't do that.
Don't
okay.
do that.
It won't let me. Not that like I don't want to, but I don't know how. But thank you, Jared. We appreciate you.
You know what the best part of Game 5 is when they put in all the bench guys and they started trying.
Woof.
Yeah,
that one sucked. I was like, wow, they cut the lead to like 11 or 10 at one point. And I
felt like I watched Chris Paul hit a big 3 to drill the lead down to 42.
Phil say play Pritchard more with White struggling. I don't know. I like White. Also, like, this is off topic. Has nothing to do with what Phil said. I don't necessarily get all the people who are like super happy with Malcolm Brogdon either, because he's been they need to stop playing the bench mob. I don't think like many of I think both the guards outside of Smart have had a pretty bad series. Like the cap
unleash it.
Smart's had a good series. Derek White hasn't really had a shot. Malcolm Brogdon's been like fine at shooting, but he can't hit shots at the rim to save his life.
He can't guard Harden either.
Dude, these guys are afraid to go inside.
He can't play. Well, I mean, but like at least like Tatum and Brown are making some layups when they go in there. Malcolm Brogdon will go there and just miss. Like he'll just miss open ones. Also, he only has like 4 turnovers a series, but they're all like the worst possible turnover you could ever make in your entire not a fan. Hello BP. Absolute beast. I recognize the profile picture.
Had to be here for a possible year ender. I
get
it could be the last show of the year. It would be terrible.
No.
Brogdon was averaging like 20. The 20 is good, but not when you go up 25 on the other end. I mean,
the best part about that is like he did hold his own against Harden for like 5 minutes, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, look at this! Brogdon's going to be the guy they put on him."
No,
and the message has not gotten to Joe yet that that's not the case, so they just keep putting him on him.
So 2 things I want to address, both from Jimmy J. One, now I'm thinking JB is making all NBA guarantees he is gone. $600 million for a second round exit. That is literally, it does the exact opposite. Do you know how much money he leaves on the table if he walks?
Yeah. Jimmy J, are you saying like the Celtics say no? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I clarify that if you can. And then the other thing that Jimmy J said I thought was interesting. Asking Brogdon to guard Harden when you have Smart and White makes 0 sense. Brogdon's actually like a solid defender. It's just he's not better than White or Smart.
I don't think he's solid. I wouldn't go as far as solid. He's been pretty. He's been
Celtics
pretty
say
bad.
no. I don't think so, man. What?
No shot.
Again, Jimmy J. What's their other option? Like, what's the option there? Anything that involves moving on from Jaylen Brown is probably going to be a sign and trade. Exactly. Thank you, Ben. Voice of reason.
I agree.
No, I agree with that. It's insane to think that they. But Jimmy, name a person, Jimmy J. Name a person that you're going to get in a sign and trade that's going to be the same caliber. No one's going to want to do a 1-for-1 swap.
If you suggest a trade, that's the rule. You have to come up with a trade and pitch it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you're
You
right,
gotta
you're
sell
right,
me
and we'll
on
give
it.
you the credit.
And if we don't like it, we ban you.
So make it a good one.
yeah,
If you're gonna take a shot, you best don't miss.
it could be 50 years before they're good again.
It could be. Look
Sam,
what happened to
hit
the
it.
Knicks after they won in the 70s.
Thank you very much. All right.
The Vietnam War ended.
No, thank you.
Did you see Collins play the Celtics in the first
No,
round?
man.
Sam, say the line. Say the line. Say the line.
Can we get a ban?
Yes, sir. I can put Jimmy J in timeout for that one.
Jimmy J says, "Pulling Wiggins, he passes."
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Poole
God.
sucks, dude.
That's because Poole's
Yeah.
bad.
Poole may be one of my least favorite players in the league.
He's
Sam?
dislikable.
No. One, I don't want Jaylen Brown in the same conference if I'm trading him.
Yep.
And two, did you see Bam in the first round?
He was great on defense. He was not as great on offense, but I don't think
He was getting ready to learn Chinese, buddy.
No, his defense on Giannis, I think, was phenomenal. I will say OG and
Bro.
Pirtle also.
OG
no.
and Pirtle?
Oh man.
No.
What
Now,
do you
if you had
think,
come in here-
Jalen?
If you had
Jalen
come
Brown
in here
just
and
got
said
second.
no. I like Bam. Like that's the only one that you said that I wouldn't complain about. I think also
We need big.
Sam's
man.
gonna ban you
Yeah,
personally.
can we get a ban? I'm laughing at Jared's message. Poole has big coach's son energy. It's kind of true. I like that. That's a good take. He's
is
such a
good.
baby. I know. I
Yeah.
know. I wrote about it. I don't know if you saw it, Jack, but did you see the story after Game 4 when he went scoreless and like they all wanted the reporters wanted to talk to him and it was super tense.
Who?
Poole.
Poole. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, they
No, I
wanted to
didn't
talk
see
to
it
Poole
yet.
and like he kind of didn't want to talk to him.
I don't blame him. I don't think the Thunder would do that,
Yeah, they're not doing that.
but I don't hate it.
No.
But the
get
Thunder wouldn't
that.
do it.
Yeah.
Did Smart shoot dumb shots last game? I don't think so. I think
Here
Smart's
is what I
been
was
like
gonna
the
say.
most normal guy this series.
Yeah,
Aside
Smart's
from
been
Brown,
really
who
good
just
this
doesn't get
series.
shots after a certain point.
I think Smart's been arguably the most consistent player this series. I
Yeah.
mean, he may not shoot it super well every game, but at least he's trying. I said this after Game 5. Like he's just at times it seems like he's the only one out there trying, and I think that's good. But
I think a crazy thing is that his usage rate is the highest on the team of the fourth quarter.
Well, it's because he's the only one like with any kind of
I'm sorry. What are we doing?
balls to take over the game.
What are,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
I sure would love Towns on this team. He just reeks of success. Edwards is not bad though.
But the Timberwolves would laugh in your face. First of all,
The Timberwolves laugh.
yes.
Everybody thinks Tatum's good, but I mean, I agree. Tatum for
No
Giannis, who
shot.
says no.
There's no shot for this. Smart is, but second half he sucks. I think he's been better in the second half. In the
He
first
literally
half
had like all the points in the fourth quarter of game
I
one.
disagree with you. And Jared, I'm gonna go to YouTube and mod you myself, my man. Oh my god! Speaking,
No, I
kinda true.
agree, Jared.
It's
We
ridiculous.
weren't the ones to bring it up.
Ben is
We can talk
right.
about
That
this
would be my
tomorrow.
nickname.
Yeah, maybe you guys should save it for your pod.
Yeah, if
For
they
better
get,
or worse.
we'll talk about it this summer if they get bounced. I promise.
Yeah.
Brian says the Wolves can't laugh at anybody. It is true. Like, buddy, look at Rudy Gobert.
This is
Yeah.
true.
Woof.
You doing all right? Yeah. Game 6, Celtics down 3-2. I can't believe in them. I don't want to hurt myself. This is when they get you. What they're actually gonna do is win and then really piss us off on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
If
Well,
I
you know what?
Don't do this to me.
Sam, you know what's really the problem is
Mm.
maybe they did this on purpose to get everybody hyped up in Game 6 and then hit you with a 3-day break. Just like
The
you
3-day
have to-
break is brutal. It's terrible.
Very brutal.
The NBA has a lot of work to do. First things first,
Andrew, I'll ban you myself. Sorry, continue.
got to get rid of Nike.
Mr. Glass.
Number one, get out of here. Nike, terrible. Celtics wearing home whites on the road. You'd think there was like a death threat to all of them if they wore them at home, but they just don't do it. They continue to wear these stupid jerseys. Literally, wear whatever you want on the road except the whites. Wear whatever. Wear the black ones, green ones, the Bill Russell ones. I don't care. If you're home, just wear the home jerseys. I'm sick and tired of seeing this. What?
Can I get a timeout? Jared, This is the team that literally made the finals last year. Excuse me, Jimmy J. What are we talking about? What do you mean you can't zero shooting? Al Horford just shot the second best 3-point percentage in the regular season this
He
season.
just had a stinker of a game. I think this is recency bias from one game of really bad shooting.
Marcus Smart shot maybe his second or third best percentage in the regular season. Malcolm Brogdon was top 10 in the league in 3-point shooting. Derek White shot 38% from three. Like if you're gonna blame 0 of 7, Jimmy J, it's one game.
One game.
What do you, and also
He literally shot
if
like 45% on the season.
if we're gonna blame the shooting, don't blame the shooting around them, because I'm pretty sure outside of the two stars, it was the best two players. Jimmy J, I swear I'll go in and ban you myself. What are we doing? Like, Rob can't jump. He's coming off 2 knee surgeries this season.
I mean, if you're making any trades in the offseason, maybe it is something that you look at moving Rob, but I don't think that that's the issue here right now. Please, no. Just no. Why do you wish to hurt me? Why do you wish to cause me pain? Just don't give me that. Don't you dare make that face, Jack.
It's not the worst one I've seen. It's better. It's better than DeAndre Hunter and John Collins. Come on, like, no lob threat.
It was DeJounte, by the way, but that doesn't change my depiction.
I'd still take
of that
Beal
trade.
in the other one.
Yeah, but
no lob threat.
We'll see. They're
How are
not
things
really
at
doing
home?
anything with him.
Yeah. I just don't think it's a Rob series. I just don't think it's a Rob.
Well, if Rob's going to be useful, he has to get out and run. That's how you use Rob to your advantage, is to run and make Embiid tired. That's what you have to do.
Well, that has
if
to
you're
be
not
Horford.
doing that, there's literally no point in having him out there. He's not going to be the guy that guards Embiid. He's not strong enough, and he's probably not patient enough either. He has to be out there.
This
Our
is
bigs
also
have looked
partially
bad
true.
against
And
Little
also,
League MVP. Probably don't want to be too reactionary to that. It's probably true.
and also, Horford just looked pretty damn good guarding the league MVP. Let's call a spade a spade. He was great in game 4. He was less great last game, but I think they changed the coverage the last 2 games a little bit because Jalen Brown got in foul trouble. But I don't actually hate this, as foolish as it sounds, but you just can't do it when you have so many better options talent-wise, in my opinion. And he has been underwhelming, not for lack of effort. I just think he doesn't have his feel for the game back, or his knees fully under him again. So Allen's guarding Embiid too. Probably tired when shooting. He should know that and be more of a DHO guy. Maybe. Yeah, I don't hate that either.
I just would really like to see them figure out how to play
Jimmy J,
some
it's
sort
one
of
game,
defense.
man. It's also one game. And this is also true. It's definitely not easy. Yeah, I don't know. Long shot, they play Petty and he goes for 40. Hey, crazy things have happened, man.
I'm going
You
to
wanna
take the
talk about
under on
long
that
shots?
one.
Look no further. Playoff pregame pick presented by Smash the Odds at Smash Odds on Twitter. Daily free picks there. You can pay for the premium service and make some premium paydays. Celtics -2.5 is the pick. Not from me. If you have a gambling problem, you might if you take this pick. Call 1-800-522-4700, the gambling hotline. Is there a few my pick? The Celtics get a lead. You bet against them as fast as you can. Protect yourself.
And I understand this to a degree, Jimmy J, but the caveat is you can't necessarily take Horford off the court because he's the only one who can guard Embiid, right? Like, so you're just kind of stuck in a pickle there, and you have to live with those shots. But
this isn't the Atlanta series where he has no purpose if he can't defend the pick and roll or hit threes.
Yeah.
He's still defending Embiid. He did a good job at the end of game 4. If they lose this series today in 6, they will go out the same way they went out in the finals, by blowing a game 4 that they could have won, and then just no showing the next couple games.
Yeah,
agree. What about this question? Rob starting. What do you envision the big rotation playing out? I assume you cycle Grant in, like you said.
Do you guys remember when Cornette dominated Embiid for a half?
Yeah, someone said that earlier. Let me see. Yeah. Who said that earlier? I've got to find it. One sec. Who said something about Cornette earlier? I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, but I don't think Cornette plays
should
now.
have traded for Tice.
I don't think he could afford that contract.
Tice,
they also couldn't get him.
Tice kind of fire.
Here we go.
Terrible though.
Yeah,
this is what it was. I just don't think he's good enough or quick enough.
Well, if Cornette gets out there, let's not pretend he's going to get killed in that pick and roll.
That's what I was going to say.
It'll happen so fast.
I think you're more likely to see Grant get run, though. I think that's a good point. You'll definitely see Grant get in the mix there. I am interested to see how it affects their rotations. I mean, Now you've got Derek coming off of the bench, so I'm wondering how he attacks that in terms of where they're going to throw him in there, and how does that change how Brogdon's minutes come along too.
I was going to say, what do you think the first sub looks like? The first set, I mean.
It's got to be Horford coming out, most likely, right? So probably
Horford for Grant, JB and Smart for the two guards, right? I assume.
I think so. Yeah.
It
depends though. If Tatum's stinking it up in the first quarter, they'll
Maybe
probably
take him
pull
out.
Tatum, keep JB in there, and then put two
Mhm.
ball handlers out there. So probably White and Brogdon slide JB down to the 3.
Andrew says very intense game tonight. I saw Bill Simmons tweet this, and this is what I was going to say before he even tweeted it. If the Celtics are in a close game, they're not winning. They're either winning by 10 or losing. So I don't want to see a close game because I'm just going to get my hopes up. Saw it in game 1, close game, couldn't close. Game 4, all the momentum in the world couldn't close. There goes your sweep. All the people that are mad at me in the pod for saying that. But it's true. They can't win in close games, man. It's terrible.
Mhm.
That's how you got yourself here.
And Jimmy J, that's the only way they win, so I need a blowout too.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see though.
You want to break
I think we
someone's
as
will
fans
if
have
they're
earned a
gonna
blowout.
win. Yeah, I think we've been through enough the past few games. It's been enough, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Been a little bit struggling
I made $100 on Sunday.
because you did the insurance.
I did insurance. As soon as they went up 5, I threw $20 on them to
Monster.
There you go.
lose. Don't tell the tax people.
What do you mean? Don't tell the tax people?
It was tough. It's very tough. I need a blowout so my aortic valve doesn't rupture. Yeah, there you go. It'd be helpful.
I wonder how many deaths the Celtics have caused, like by heart attacks, by people that are kind of too old to be,
What's their
riding the wave like this.
What's their
What's the
KD?
Celtics KD? Yeah.
Yeah, Celtics KD. Well, they haven't died just yet.
Well,
Yeah, so
Well,
it's got to
by the
be
finals
that number's
also.
got to be pumping up.
Ben says anything less than a 30-point halftime lead, I'm gonna have to use a defibrillator on myself. Yeah, I agree.
Ah, ban. John, that's a ban. That's such a quick ban. Jesus Christ.
Wait, what did he say? They
No,
just
you can't
misspelled
joke
his
about
name.
that, man.
No,
One,
you
yes,
can't.
but two.
Oh,
don't joke
I
about
didn't
that,
even
man.
catch that.
No. That's a no, John.
What if
I'm not
they
the
fall
joke police,
flat?
but I
Who gets
agree.
blamed, Jimmy J? It's probably going to be a bit of everything. It depends on who stinks it up if they fall flat. I think you have to take a long, hard look at the Jays. I mean, look at Smart's performance. Those are probably going to be the big guys. You want to see. I mean, they're starting Rob. If Rob looks terrible, it is a main reason why they lose. Like, the thing is, you probably don't move on from one of the Jays. You change the pieces around them if you're going to do it.
Dude, they made me. I'm pretty sure they made me.
It's the
sick.
first time in a while they've gotten you to get out and run, huh?
I think after game 5, like I was sick the next 2 days, and I legitimately think that was because of them. I'm not even joking. The amount of stress that I had. Also, yeah. Well, not really, yeah. But we've had a big playoffs, Jack.
We have, but I told you 1,000 landed.
It is 1,000.
Unless you're bad at math, then we're pretty far away from that still. Also, Judah's right. I apologize after last game. That's hand up my bad on that one. Sorry.
Yeah. I just don't know how you could have been confident.
Yeah, that's my fault.
I don't do predictions anymore, especially with these guys. They just kind of like flip a coin.
Yeah.
Or maybe they ask
Just
the Magic
don't.
8 Ball, should we try tonight? And it's like, no. And then they're all like, shit, we have no other option. We can't go play.
Jared, man. I'm sorry. If the Celtics lose 3 in a row, they don't deserve to be champs. I mean,
I'm not convinced they deserve to be champs anyway.
If they lose 3 in a row, then yeah, they're probably
also,
not going to.
let me go back. Joe, this is my
Can we get a
cousin, by the
ban?
way. This is my cousin. Joe, I think that might be the most boring finals left as a possibility in the playoffs.
Well, the worst thing ever would be is if Miami doesn't win and the
Lakers
Celtics
win.
lose, because that means you're going to have either Philly or New York in the finals, which is terrible.
Agree. Agree.
I kind of miss Ben Simmons. You could always count on him.
You can always count on him to show up and
Yeah.
disappoint you.
No, I think the Nuggets
one of my
do.
pallbearers, so he can let us all down.
I think
last time.
if any team deserves to win a title this year, it's the Nuggets or the Heat. I think those are the only teams that deserve to win a title this year, unless the Celtics magically pulling out. And even then, Sam, like Sen said, who knows? I don't know, man.
It would be like the Celtics to win this series and then just lose in the next round.
I said it. I forget
Yeah.
who I said it to. Maybe I was talking to you. No matter who comes out of the Celtics-Sixers series, I have no confidence in either team beating the Heat in 7. None.
Well, I don't know. Jimmy looks like he's a little hurt.
Doesn't
He
matter.
was limping around after or before the game, I think. And then Josh Hart got him with that brutal, just absolute brutal, flagrant foul on a closeout.
Oh, I
They
didn't
got to get
see
rid of that.
I didn't see that.
It
Blame
was
Zaza.
like inadvertent.
Blame
Yeah,
Zaza.
Zaza's the worst.
Zaza is the worst. His greatest contribution is like one of the worst moments in basketball history.
Yeah, he's
It
terrible.
just ruined Kawhi's career. Just completely
He
destroyed it.
ruined the league.
That too. But, you know, there was massive waves from that. The rule change alone was bad. Any good player props tonight? I'd have to look at the odds.
Let me
No.
look quick.
I'm not confident in anything.
Tatum under.
Let me look quick.
I don't know what the over-under is for Jaylen Brown first quarter points, but I would hit that. I'd probably hit the under on Tatum. He's been terrible the first quarter.
Jaylen Brown points is
You know what I'm
24
sick
and
of
a half.
seeing? I'm
in
sick
the
of these
first quarter?
one. I'm actually
Quarter by
sick of
quarter?
two things. The thing I was sick of first, I'm sick of seeing people all excited about the NFL schedule. I'm on Twitter looking for Celtic stuff. 2, I'm sick of people saying the Celtics came back from 3-2 last year because I don't care. They like had a
Thank you, Joey.
terrible meltdown. Make no mistake about it, but they just didn't look like lifeless. It was different.
Mm-hmm.
And that game 5 loss is my least favorite loss of all time. The Bucks won. Maybe.
I don't know. That game 5 loss was pretty bad. I hated that.
Joe says he's sick of me being so negative. That's my thing.
Welcome to the show, Joe. That's how it is. You'll get
But
used
also, like, I'm negative because I think this team is better than this.
They are, in fact, better
My
than-
parents always used to say, if you're a C student, you got C's, it'd be fine. But if you're an A student and you're getting C's, it's a little different.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
That's a good way to say it.
yeah, it's true. I was an A student.
agree.
Don't worry about it. What happened?
All right. I've got nothing else. You guys want to wrap it up here?
Yeah.
Game's going to start on time. Alrighty. Thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate it very much. Hopefully we're back for another pregame in 4 days from now.
We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow regardless. It'll just depend on if we're pissed off or less pissed off.
Yeah, also, Jared's right. I'm sorry, and this isn't really an attack on Joe. Now I've got something. It's true. How can anybody not be negative watching this? Like, what are we supposed to feel like? We're like, oh, this is great. They pushed it to a game 6. Yeah. They made it. Like, no, they should have swept them. They were in position to sweep this series, and they kicked away 2 games. They played with fire. They let Harden get hot and remember how to play basketball. That's what I hate. I hate when they screw around and then it bites them in the ass. That's what we're
Luke
seeing.
made an appearance. Celtics are not losing. Or maybe they will. I don't know. I'm just fucking over it. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you in the inbox. New vitamin C's out today, tomorrow.
Probably gonna record tomorrow. I wanted to give
go.
it a day. I needed to take a mental health day after that game 5.
Bag's right there.
There you go. Oh, love the bag. Hopefully we won't have to break it out again, but hopefully we bank on this and we shall see. Thank you guys for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. We've been getting a lot of growth lately. We appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow morning, and then we'll see you maybe for pregame. So catch you guys later. Peace.